So here we have an example of a cell amusement park. And I just wanted to show you, this would be like a map or a two-dimensional model of your park, a drawing of your park. And I really actually want a lot more detail than this, but since I did this on a whiteboard, I didn't put a lot of detail in it, but I would like to see yours. So if we look down here, this is just an example to show you kind of what I'm looking for. So the name of the park, for example, Selfie Park, where you learn about real selfies. Okay, so come up with a creative name. Get people interested. You want to attract customers to your park. So I do, even though we're in a science class, I want you to think about some business strategies, some marketing skills. So marketing is just a way of promoting your business. Okay, then I have the this is actually an animal cell, so this is not a plant cell. The outside we have a cell membrane, and I don't know if you can see this, there's metal detecting membrane, and here we enter, and there's a star. So I have a key, although I don't have much in the key, I would add more to this. This star could be, you are here. This is where we are. So if I give this map to a visitor to my park, woo! They can look at the star and say, this is where I am. So now I can figure out where I'm going to go. So here I have signs, and I really want you, instead of just listing facts, like from Google or whatever, let's use the facts and put it into your park, integrate it into the park. So for example, I could have a sign that says, prepare to get wet as you step into the cytoplasm. So I'm going to say maybe this has either the whole thing could be covered with maybe water, or the sidewalk, the pavement, woo, could represent the cytoplasm, or even the air you breathe in the park could be representing the cytoplasm. Okay, then I have tickets, the ticket booth. I have a take a selfie booth. So this just relates to cells, but it's kind of a fun, humorous way of doing it. Over here, I have a Nucleus dome. It says enter here. So this is a dome, and you control your horse. So you adjust the speed which your horse moves. This is a carousel, and you control how fast or slow you want your horse in the carousel to move. So you can, you control it. So it relates to a nucleus. Nucleus controls the cell, so you control a horse. Also have the letters D and A on each horse, so that's where DNA is located. The nucleolus is inside the nucleus, so this carousel technically is the nucleolus, and the dome it is in is the nucleus. Woo! The nucleolus actually makes the parts to make a ribosome. So a ribosome is a part of a cell where proteins are made. Woo! So think a protein shake. So it's not the area where proteins are made, but it's where the protein makers are made. So inside we have protein makers production. So we're making the thing that makes proteins. We're not making proteins yet. So I could have chocolate ribosome factory over here. All right, where when you get on your horse, you go get some chocolates, and they're like ribosomes. So the ribosomes are the things that make protein. Okay, so like chocolate, technically it's not a perfect analogy, but it's not going to be. I mean, you're relating two things that aren't really that related. Woo! So chocolate ribosome, relating chocolate is part of the protein shake. Let's say you can make a chocolate protein shake. Woo! So here we go. And then we leave the nucleus. But the DNA does not leave the nucleus, actually. So these horses here would stay in. Okay? Woo! However, get our RNA. So this is RNA. Anyway, we leave the nucleus and RNA. And the ribosomes are over here now. So the chocolate. Woo! The chocolate goes in here. And that's the chocolate protein shakes. So here are people lined up to get a protein shake. Protein. That's in the ribosome. Ribosomes make proteins, just like this makes protein shakes. So here we have these RNA horses now trotting along. And here we have an area where we're storing things, locker room. So you know how like when you get on some roller coaster rides, they have lockers in front? It's like put your personal belongings, any valuables in the lockers before you get on the ride. Storage, vacuoles, store food and water for the cell. I call it vacuole lockers. So then we get going along here. Let's say this, you ride the horse through the tour or whatever. Okay, then I get over here, I can use the bathroom, so we call it a lysosome restroom. Lysosomes break down things. It's really a process of digestion involves lysosomes. So if you think digestion, maybe there's indigestion, maybe you can use the bathroom. Okay, so I just want to look, I want to see creative uses of the cell parts. Then we're going to get on this roller coaster, and this is the rough ER terror. So this stands for the rough endoplasmic reticulum. And that has ribosomes on it. So we're going to say they get protein shakes when they're on there or something. Okay? And it's rough, so it's like one of those wooden roller coasters. It shakes when you get on there. Okay? Then, though, we get to smooth roller ER. Smooth ER is involved in lipid metabolism. There's some fatty foods. I don't know, there's a lot of French fries sold, or greasy foods sold over here in this part of the park. Okay, then we have over here, we have a vacuole pool. So a vacuole locker stores things, vacuole pool stores water. In this case, we also have a snack store, it's also a vacuole. All right. The cytoskeleton then can indicate a pathway. Just like you have a skeleton, cells have a skeleton called a cytoskeleton. It's not technically made of the same thing, obviously, but it's like an internal framework that supports the cell. And we can notice it a lot in cell division. Talks about part of those parts of the cytoskeleton later. Golgi gift shop and a Golgi Bodies really package proteins and other things in the cell, and they move them to where they're needed in the cell. So Golgi Bodies, we can have a gift shop that packages your protein shakes so you can take them home, like to go. Okay, then we have a cell phone charging station called Power Up Mitochondria. So mitochondria provides energy for the cell, powerhouse of the cell. So you're going to charge your phones there. And this is just kind of a general map of what what I would like to see, because I want to see you use your imagination. Imagination. Einstein even said, imagination is more important than knowledge. And imagination is really your mind just having fun. So you have to use your mind. It requires high-level thinking. It's critical thinking to the max. Be creative. So this is your challenge. And let's see those cell amusement parks.